No whites.
But it gets tricky with this new performance right here with him picking Kendrick Lamar. Let's just ask this the question that just needs to be asked. Do you feel like he is a Super Bowl headlining act on his own?
I don't know if he is yet, because Super Bowl acts are usually legacy acts, and I don't think Kendrick is a legacy act yet. I think he's still in the like uptick.
Yeah, his trajectory is still going up.
Yeah, so I think it's a little bit early, but
let's be honest. Even 3 years ago, when he was on stage, I think it was 3 years. 3 years ago, when he was performing with Dr. Dre and all them, we didn't sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, like he's supposed to be there."
Yeah,
that wasn't like to me. We was there because you knew Dr. Dre. We knew Dr. Dre was the reason why you were on the Super Bowl. And there was no other time in history, at least at this point,
you have a very strong connection
that he would be the main person.
Yeah,
to be a headline of Super Bowl. And we have to be honest with this too. It's because of Not Like Us.
It's definitely because of Not Like Us and Pop Out and Friends.
Yeah. Well, that also, I think that was also kind of part of the whole rollout for this, because that's what it feels like. Like this has been a long rollout of cementing Kendrick as not only the winner of the Drake beef, but also obviously, like kind of just not a changing of a guard, but I think it's like at least a faux version of that. Like they're trying to show us a changing of the guard, but I don't think the people.
Do you think that? What do you mean by changing of the guard?
Like they're trying to
Kendrick
say
being the guy.
Yeah, they're trying to say like, oh, Drake is done. We're putting a pin in him.
No,
I think that's what it's saying by doing this.
I think that Kendrick and the type of artist he is and the content of his music, like he does have the hits and stuff, but in general, like he can't be the guy. He's one of the guys. And he's probably more lyrically talented than the guy, but the guy has to be someone who's more palatable to the masses like Drake.
That's why I say it's a faux. This is a faux experience here.
Yeah.
This is something that they're trying to paint for us, but isn't really reality.
No, but I just don't think that the industry would try to make a nigga like Kendrick the guy. He don't give a fuck about a lot of this stuff. Like he's not outside, he's not rubbing elbows with people that much.
But he's really doing what they need him to do, though. I think honestly, in this day and age, that might be the perfect pawn, because you already see now. They did the announcement earlier this week. He done dropped a single today.
He did. Untitled.
Going at Ak and Drake pretty much in there.
There are a couple bars in there that you could assume are about Ak or about Drake or.
And I'm just gonna say this felt like a Drake-ish record, like not the way that it sound per se, but like the layers of it's just a beat, you rapping over the beat and you talking about what's going on.
That's fucking hip hop.
No, I mean just
you
Drake,
sound crazy as fuck.
Drake would talk about what's going on in his situation. And he
hip-hop.
would do it in a very. I mean, it's still
that's literally rap.
And I'm saying that he's still pulling out. This is pulling from one of Drake's cards.
No,
right?
This is when have we ever seen
when have we ever seen Kendrick put out music where it's just a beat and him just rapping on one beat?
You don't listen to Kendrick's
I'm
music.
asking you a question.
Untitled, Unmastered was a bunch of that.
It was just him going one verse.
Yes, not one verse.
That's what I'm saying. This was just one verse.
But there are definitely Kendrick songs where he doesn't have hooks.
That's what I'm saying. This is just a hook and verse type of situation. That's the only reason I'm giving some kind of credence to he's kind of mirroring Drake.
Kendrick has.
That definitely felt like a
Kendrick has so many songs where he's just spitting the whole time.
Yeah, but that felt like a timestamp record.
And then you can say that's more of a Wayne thing, I would say, than a Drake thing.
Wayne did it with other people's beats. This was like something that's probably not going to be a single. You know what I'm saying? Like, say he covered the artist with black Air Force Ones.
But that's Kendrick. That's Kendrick's bag.
I'm not saying
like when we first started listening to it, I was like, oh, this is very Kendrick. That's what I got from it. I was like, this is very authentically Kendrick.
And that's what I was trying to. And my point was not that this didn't sound like Drake would do. This is just a similar path than what he kind of does when he's winning a race or when he's on top of an opponent. He'll do where these drops and these singles around big moments to kind of flex on his competition. Mm-hmm. That's what I meant by that.
Okay.
But also too here, we got to talk about the hypocrisy a little bit with this promo in front of the American flag. This is our Black Messiah.
Hold on. I just wanted to talk about the Black Air Forces. That was hilarious. He put beat up Black Air Forces as the cover. Not only am I not new to this, I'm true to this. I've done crime before of this caliber successfully, and I will do it again. That's what he meant by that. Whatever it is, I've done this before, I'm good at it, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to stomp you the fuck out. That's what I got from that.
Drake, we're gonna pull some
Black
fresh
Air
white
Force
ones.
energy is heinous.
I hope Drake post a picture with him some white forces on. Some G was it G Fabos? That's what they call it.
Nah, he gotta post like Gucci flip
No,
flops.
hold on, you gotta correct me. Hold on. What do they call it now? G Fazos?
I actually don't know.
That's what the kids was calling them, I think.
Air Forces?
Yeah. Because we used to call them Fosses when we was kids.
That's some Maryland ass shit.
No, that was down here.
Oh,
Fosses.
okay. That's some South ass shit. I just know that's not a New York thing.
I call them uptowns, right?
Yeah, we called them uptowns. Yeah, I didn't know that Air Forces were called anything other than.
I know
Air Forces
Chicago
and
people was
uptowns.
calling them G Fazos because he was trying to make them, he was trying to make them part of his brand. So that's what they called him that. But no, we got to stay on this topic right quick.
Yeah.
So I said this is a little hypocrisy because he's in front of an American flag taking this. He trying to act like they're saying there's no round twos, but then the whole promo is around,
You mean
his
the
beef
Super
with Drake.
Bowl
Yeah, the
promo?
Super Bowl promo. And I have found a video. Hold on, let me pull it up. I found a video where somebody was kind of breaking it down a little bit.
I didn't see the Super Bowl promo.
All right, so here it is right here where they saw 5 things that people didn't catch. So
5 things you might have missed in Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl announcement. Most people caught that Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl was the ultimate response to first-person shooter. Most also caught that Kendrick addresses recent speculation that Drake has been preparing for a rematch.
We will win game 2.
You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos.
But what you might have missed is that this set seems inspired by the iconic scene from the classic film Patton, where the decorated war general gives one of the most famous speeches in history.
Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time.
This speech aligns perfectly with Kendrick's angle that Drake is a foreigner and a subtle rebuttal to Drake's claim that Patton's speech even ends by referencing Louisiana, the very state Kendrick is performing in.
You won't have to say, I shoveled shit in Louisiana.
Within this dual theme of military and football, Kendrick appears to be assuming the role of coach or field general. He's teaching someone the plays, the X's and O's. He stands at the 50-yard line because, and he launches a total of 6 shots for the 6th god. He then ends by saying,
You got to make sure you catch him with the hands open like that. We running real routes, you going to be messing up.
Kendrick is facetiously schooling Drake on how to win. He's teaching him the routes because, like he said in 616,
see, I don't like this, young. This is disgusting.
I'm gonna teach you how to win.
No, this is not
believe
it.
it or not, there's even more layers in the ad, like why Kendrick says,
Wear your best dress too, even if you're watching from home.
I dissect this and much more in the full breakdown
Which Drake will
episode.
be
Oh, yeah,
doing.
you're not getting to get that shit off. Just dissect. I'm not gonna let you throw an ad on our show. But no, it was just very clear that this is part of the round 2. You can't say there's no round 2. You know this war goes on forever.
I don't think it's a round 2. I think it's a victory lap. I think it's a
That's what the pop-out show was.
I think it's a bragging rights.
This is what the pop-out show was, man. All right, so let's just be honest.
It was definitely Pop Out was definitely rubbing it in Drake's face. But then I feel like the Super Bowl is him like running around with the trophy like, wow,
See, okay. The only way I'm going to feel like this is him with any level of autonomy, and it is so funny the way I feel like this because it kind of goes not hand in hand. It's not hand in hand with my idea around this. I don't feel like he wants to perform, not like us. Like I don't feel like he wants to go up in there and shade Drake or any way
Again.
call him, do all that extra shit. I also feel like he knows he has to perform it. But I also feel like they're not going to let him get off the pedophile stuff.
They're definitely gonna have to bleep that out.
But do you
That's-
feel like, I might ask you this question, because this is what I had. Do you feel like he has to perform that outright?
He has to perform it, yes.
Outright? Does
That's,
he have to?
that's the reason you're here.
And that's what I feel like. But people are saying if he doesn't say at least certified lover boy, certified pedophile, then we've lost the plot.
He's gonna say certified lover boy, certified, like he's gonna bleep it out, but I think he's gonna perform it.
Are we going to get A minor then?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we have to get the wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, we're gonna get A minor because that's a chord. That's not, like I know how the bar is set up, but that's a chord. That's not a word that you need to bleep out by the FCC. The FCC is gonna make them bleep out pedophile, probably.
My thing
but
is this.
not A minor.
My thing is this, and I agree with what Maul said this too as well. If they allow him to completely disrespect Drake on that stage, this is a coordinated attack. This is everybody is against this man.
My thing is,
my theory is right in the 100%.
What the fuck does the NFL have to do with their beef? Why does the NFL give a fuck? Why would the NFL involve themselves at all?
That would be a good question to ask. Because like I said, we just agreed that Kendrick is not the performer for this.
Yeah.
So this is what it has. This is what it feels like. Right? Hove.
Yeah, I feel like Jay-Z is the person who, obviously it's because of him that Kendrick is performing at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for Jay-Z, Kendrick would not have been offered to play at the Super Bowl until he dropped at least like 3 more fire projects, to me.
Something would have to have changed.
Like it would have to be like in 5 years that Kendrick is a Super Bowl act. Like Super Bowl acts are they're different. They're of a